Alright, so I'm working on getting my center console in. One of the things that I forgot is in here that attached to right here are these pieces. And then those attached to the side of the console to hold it. Problem is, I only had one when I took it off. So I'm trying to fashion and make one just for something to hold. So this is just out of some of that real thin aluminum, so it's easy to bend. So I just have a little more trimming to do, but yeah, I've got to try to fashion my own, because I forgot that I only had one of those. There wasn't another one when I took it out. So if there was, then I don't know where it is, but there was only one in my bag that I had marked for everything. So yeah, so we'll finish making this up and go from there. Well, what I thought was true was true. What a pain in the ass to get that in. But it's in. That was not easy, nor was that fun. But it is in. So I am happy. The only thing is this cover is like too small, or the carpet shrunk or something. I don't know. So I think I've got some extra carpet from this. So I think what I'll do is I'll maybe cut some out and try to get that to cover a little bit better, because that doesn't look good, you know? So I don't know why that is the way that it is. Kind of weird, huh? And then just get the stereo in. But yep, that is in. Yeah, a little gap up here, but you can't really go back any further. Almost looks like this is dented in a little bit, but oh well. So we are getting there. All right, so tonight's job was to get this harness in. I had to take it out of my old door and put it in the new one, because the harnesses are different from earlier models to late models. The doors, I hope this door fits. I'm going to be really pissed if it doesn't, but the doors are different too. So if I just look at this hole right here, and notice how this is facing down. This hole here is different, and it's facing up. It's much bigger, it's much easier access. So it was not easy getting this in. If you ever have to do this, it is going to be much easier if you have the window up. Because trying to get this through this hole, and I don't know if you're going to be able to see this or not. I don't think I can even get the camera in there to see it. But it goes through this hole, then it goes down this way and through a hole here. Then you got to come up. So with the window in the way, I couldn't get my hand under there. I ended up having to use a hanger with a little hook to get in there and get it and pull the stuff up. But that is in there now. I'm assuming that this door fits. I would think they would have to. And I was told that they did. So we'll just go from there. The other door, which is over here, I still need to get the regulator in, and I need to get the glass in as well for that one. So, and then I need to get the seals on, then I can put the doors on. If you notice, I moved the car back over. My wife was really, really patient with taking up the whole garage, but it's now time to get it back to getting at least one car in the garage. Now that I've got the interior and everything pretty much done, I can go ahead and put it back. So we will just keep on keeping on. All right, today's job is getting the doors sealed up. So this door seal actually went in really easy. So what I ended up doing, I bought OEM seals. I heard horror stories about the Euro ones and how they didn't fit or they were too big or blah, 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 blah. So I did buy OEM ones. So what I did with the door was first I got this corner in and we worked our way down, and then the OEM ones at least have little cutouts in the rubber for the drains, the door drains. So then we lined those up and then went down and around the rest of the way, and it went in nice and easy. So I was fortunate enough that this is my old door, so I just kind of looked at this. And just used this as kind of a template and looked and to see how it would go. So that made that pretty easy to do. So now we're just going to get the window seal on. So this foam piece was totally trashed on the new door that I got. So what I did was, off my spare door, it was in much better shape. So I'm just going to take that and I'll just stick that down to this one and we'll replace it since it's in much better condition. So I've got some double-sided tape I'll just put on there and we'll be good to go. All right, well, the door is in. It is definitely tighter. You got to really close it to get it to shut with that new seal. But the gapping is pretty good, actually. I'm happy with the gapping. What I am not happy with is that. Trying to get it in, we chipped it. So I'll have to do a little bit of touch-up right there. Just the way that it is, you know. Struggled to get this in, but and I still have to paint this. But yeah, it's in. It opens. But if you just go to shut it lightly, it doesn't shut real well. You really gotta shut it.
That German steel.
To get it to close with those new seals. But hey, door is on. All right, so the window regulator and motor are back in, and I've just got to get these wires down to there. See, so this is different because it's on the bottom. Oh, I put it in upside down. Wonder if I can take those out and flip those over. Wonder if I could just take these out, turn the motor. We'll have to try that because I actually put it in upside down. Because the other one was down. So I don't know. That's why that clip works there. I don't think I'll be able to stretch it far enough to get there. So let's see if I take these out, if I can just turn it. Hopefully I can. We'll see. Alright, so took the bolts out, tried to just turn it, and I can't. I can't get the motor out. I could if I wanted to, but it was so hard to get in. I actually had to use a dead blow hammer to get it in there. And then I tested it before I put it in, but I'd have to take the whole entire assembly apart. I think what I'll do is I'll just reroute these wires down and put them like I have the other ones on the other door, like the other door was. So I guess they changed something at some point in time. But I'll just reroute them down then. All right, so I'm trying to get the window in, and I've put the window regulator in already. And since I can't move these to get them in the tracks for the window, I think what needs to be done is I need to take the window regulator out again, loosely have it in there, put the window in, get the regulator on the tracks, and then bolt the regulator in. So I've got to take those off. I don't need to take these out, but I need to take these other 5 out. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep. I need to take those 5 out so that can drop down and I can move it and get it into the parts for that. So we'll work on that. All right, it is in. Yeah, that is what you need to do. Is you need to make sure that you put the window in. I've got it in both its tracks over here and over here as well. Make sure it's in its tracks. Leave this loose and get these in. This one right here and this one are easy. This one over here, you got to reach up underneath and get it in that track, and you got to kind of get all 3 of them started at the same time. And then just finagle the window up or down, and in it goes. So that window is in. I'd like to put it down. I'm wondering if you know what? Maybe I'll try that. Get this and get the battery, hook up the battery, and see if I can get it down. Because I've got to get that window seal in as well. So, all right, that is done. All right, I'm going to try to video this. This is going to be hard though because I only have 2 hands. But I am going to try to show you that the window does operate. Let's see if I can do this. It does work. All right, well, we've got the sunroof back together. Fairly easy to do. Cleaned up pretty nice. All of these, those were the old ones. I actually had new ones that fit, so those look pretty nice. Seal went in pretty easy. Biggest thing for the seal was getting the corners on. So it was easier if I got like half of it done and then got the corner down there, then this corner, then that one would pop off. But getting the corners down first and then putting the rest down. Now, I got this from only944.com. But it says the best seal possible, sunroof seal will need to be glued onto the sunroof. Please test fit. So it's just test fitted right now. Because it seems pretty flimsy, like coming off. Like it wouldn't take much to pull it off. So you'd hate to be out driving around and you say, oh, I'll take the sunroof off, and then all of a sudden you got to deal with trying to get the thing back on. But so I test fitted it, and it seems pretty good. There is a slit in it. I think the slit is maybe on this side. Yeah, there it is right there. So see what I mean? See how that just kind of, it doesn't take much to come off. So I'm thinking that that's why it needs to be glued down, because it's pretty easily pops off. So that slit, I've seen, really needs to go in the middle of the back of the sunroof. So I will have to, which I believe this is the back, because that's where that hole is for that screw. I got to put the screw in. That's where that piece of leather supposedly goes. Yeah, so sunroof's back together, so that's good. And let's see, what else do we got to do? I still got to deal with this. I got to figure out this and get this done, so then I can get the rear quarters in. Still haven't figured out how I'm gonna hold that when I glue it or whatever. So I still got to do that. I still got to get the cassette in. I still got to get some of the wires cleaned up. I still got to get this door on. Still got to get the handles on the doors. I'm trying to think of what else. I don't know what else. I don't know what else. But we'll get that done some other time. I think I'm done for the day. And so got a little bit accomplished this evening. So I'm pretty happy about that. I did want to point out that I did replace these. I didn't shoot what I was doing, and I kind of got into mode and was moving along. But these were cracked, and it's common for these to crack. So when I ordered parts, I had ordered these. It's just real simple. It's 3 screws, and there's a little pin that goes through here, here, and then here. But what I ended up doing was I got the pin out easy enough because they were broken. But to get it back in, I ended up having to use pliers. So I used this. I put the pin in and I crushed it and I made it smaller. And then I just took some slide gel and put it on there, and that made it easy enough to get through here. So when I say easy enough, I mean it took a little bit to get it through even with that. And I couldn't widen it out because once you put it in there, you can't see it. It's covered on both, it covers both ends. So, but I did replace those, just so you know. So these are for the inside. That's the rear ones. That's the front ones. So I still have to do that inside as well. And then I think we'll try to get the door on maybe, and yeah. Moving right along. Getting close. Oh, and my seat covers are supposed to be here, I think, by Friday. So depending on what happens this weekend, I might start working on getting my seats done. And then if that's the case, then I can get the car put over, can get it up on blocks, get the tires off, or get the wheels off so I can get new tires put on, and then work on that brake or the reverse light switch and get that out somehow. I got to get that out and replace that. But it's getting close. And then I got to work on my door cards, and I'll show you guys what I'm going to be doing on those a little bit later. Hopefully what I'm going to be able to do with these. I don't know if I will or not, but the hope is there that I can. So, yep, we'll just take it from there. All right. All right, now we are going to work on getting this off. All the pieces off of this because I'm tossing the door because the door's ruined. So I'm going to take all the pieces off. Take the window out. The actuator still works. The motor still works. Take these screws because I actually need those. Cable and the locking mechanism and everything. And we'll just put those in bags and just save them just in case. Alright, so the center armrest is in. I got all the wires and everything cleaned up down there. I got all the stuff off the door. The door's gone. Let's see. What's next? Oh, I noticed this. I don't know when this happened. I'm really kind of pissed. Little piece of plastic is broken there. I don't know if that was there before or after. You know, I mean, it's been moved around so much. Who knows? I have no idea what would have maybe happened with that, but yeah. So yeah, that's all in. I got to put these hazard lights back. I was chasing down a problem with the right or the left front turn signal, and it ends up there's a wire I think a little loose in the back somewhere, and then I'm dealing with this wiper motor still. It won't turn off. So I'm still trying to deal with that. The seat covers are supposed to be here Friday. And yeah, that's it. So seat covers are in. So that will be a separate video. But we are going to start working on these. Hopefully we can get these figured out and get these in with very minimal effort, right? Yeah, right. So we're going to start working on those soon.